Okay, is all of you able to see the PPT? Am I audible? నా వాయిస్ ఆడిబుల్ గా ఉందా మీకు? మా ఆడిబుల్ గానే ఉందా నాది వాయిస్?
Yes, ma'am.
ఓకే. In a previous class we discussed about the pointers introduction. We have seen the what is mean by the pointer and what is the different advantages of the pointers. Okay. Pointers are basically used whenever we are required to use the other variables. Okay, that is also indirectly whenever you want to use the variables. Okay, then we'll go for the pointers concept. Okay, and in the basics of the pointers we have seen that how to refer a variable using a pointer. Okay, I want to ask you a small question. Okay, what is the size of a pointer variable?
2 or 4.
2 or 4 bytes. Good. Okay, it's a integer size. Okay, whatever the size which is taken by the one integer, okay, the same size is occupied by the pointer also. Okay, the advantages of pointers. Once tell me the one of the advantage. One of the advantage of the pointer.
Handling data tables.
Handling data tables. Okay, ఇంకా any more advantage?
Reduces the length of the program, complexity of the program.
Okay. Okay, it reduces the length of the program and also it reduces the complexity of the program. Okay, and we have another advantage is it is dynamically allocated the memory. Okay, so that it reduces the wastage of memory space also. Okay, సో ఎందుకంటే మనకి రన్ టైంలో ఎంత స్పేస్ అవసరమో అంత స్పేస్ తీసుకుంటుంది. సో దట్ మనకి ప్రోగ్రామ్ కంపైలింగ్లోనే మనకి స్పేస్ ఎల్లకేట్ అవ్వదు కాబట్టి స్పేస్ రెడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది. Okay, that is similarly like if you are declaring a variable as int ap. Okay, this is the variable which takes the memory space allocation is at the compilation time. Okay, so మన program execute చేసేటప్పుడు there is a two process will be done. Okay, one is the compilation process and another one is the execution process. That is, we will call it as execution process is the runtime, compile process is the compilation time antam. Okay, compilation process is converting the our program into the machine code. Okay, whenever it converts the program into the machine code, okay, once after converting a complete program into the machine code, okay, then it starts allocating a memory space for all the variables in the program. Okay, that is whatever the variables you have declared in the program, for all that variables it allocates the memory space. Okay, this is just like reserving the memory space. Okay, that is before starting the execution. Okay, it reserves the memory space for your variables. Okay, it reserves the memory space for the variables. Okay, just like say for example you have booked the seats for a bus. Okay, you want to go to some particular place, say for example Hyderabad or Madras, and you have planned to go by 3 members. That is 3 of your friends wants to go to the Hyderabad, so that you have booked the tickets for 3 members. Okay, so this is the reserving of a seat. That is for the sake of not having a seats at the time of whenever you are going to travel. Okay, then without having a problem of a lack of a seats, okay, you are booking the seats priorly, you are booking the seats. Okay, in that cases, say for example out of these 3 friends, there is only 2 friends are willing to go and one friend is dropped at the last minute. Okay, then actually the 3 seats are booked for your 3 friends. so that the third seat will be left as it is, the blank. Okay, it doesn't be given to the any other member. Okay, that is the last minute, that is the bus is ready to go. Okay, at that minute there may be no passengers may not come to take that particular seat. Okay, so that seat is the waste. Okay, actually that it's not waste for the bus member, okay, bus driver or something. Okay, it's a wastage of your money actually. Okay, but in the case of a pointers, okay, pointers, it takes a memory space at the time of execution of the program. That is, once after converting the total program into the machine code and then it starts the execution. Okay, it executes a scanf and printf statements. Okay, before executing that scanf and printf statements, okay, then it creates the variables and allocates the memory space. Okay, that is it's a compilation process is over, all the variables are created, but these are not allocated the memory space. Okay, variables will be created but allocated the memory spaces at the time of whenever your program is started the execution. Okay, so one by one statement execute avadam start ayi ante main function open ayi open brackets vachi, then it whenever it starts the one by one statement is going to be executed. Okay, then your variable, the pointer variable, will be allocated the memory space. Okay, at that time, okay, whatever the variables are required, only for those variables you can allocate the memory space. Okay, that is whenever you specify the pointer variable in the execution time, then it allocates the memory space. Okay, it doesn't allocate the memory space priorly. Okay, so the execution time allocation is just like you are going for the spot booking. Okay, spot admissions or spot booking. Okay, directly you will be go to that particular point at that time. Whenever you go to that particular place, then you will be book the seat and you will be pay the amount. Okay, there is a chance of having a memory space and having a seat is it's up to the okay, based on the availability. Okay, as the same way here also, based on the availability only we will get the memory space for the pointer variables. Okay, so there is a problem in the pointers is there may be the memory space may not be available at the time of execution whenever the pointer is trying to allocate the memory space. Okay, there may be the chances of like that, but in the case of a compile time allocation, there is a chance of a wastage of memory space, but there is no chance to having a lack of a memory space. Okay, so this we will call it as a compile time memory allocation. This we will call it as the runtime memory allocation. Sorry, runtime memory allocation. Okay, this is the compile time is reserving and runtime is spot. Okay, spot allocation. Okay. Okay, in some situations we need to prefer the pointers, where in some situations we require the normal variables. Okay. We have seen the address operator. To find out the address of a variable, we'll use the ampersand operator. And next is the null pointer. Null is equals to the 0. Okay, whenever you have assigned the null to the any pointer variable, then the meaning is it is not pointing to the any location. It is not pointing to the any particular location. Okay. Okay, with if you are not specified the null to the pointer, okay, it may point to the any garbage location. Okay, because the pointer is also a variable, it has some garbage value, so that it may point to that particular garbage location. Okay, say if you want to make your pointer variable as a not pointing to the any particular location, then you can specify the null. Okay, and next, indirection operator. Okay, this is especially for whenever you want to access the any particular location value. Okay, then we will go for the indirection operator. That is, you want to access a particular location value using a pointer variable. Okay, that is, you are not directly accessing the variable, you are indirectly accessing that variable value using its location. Okay, using its location stored within the pointer variable. Okay, so that we will call this asterisk operator as the indirection operator. This indirect accessing is specified by this asterisk operator. Okay, so whenever you specify the asterisk p, okay, that is you can use the pointer variable without the asterisk operator and with asterisk operator. Without the asterisk operator, the p variable points to that is, it gives us the value of the pointer variable. It gives us the value of pointer variable. Okay, so whenever you specified it as asterisk p, okay, asterisk p, then it gives the value of, okay, value of pointer. Okay, value of pointer. Okay, value of pointer is a location address, and its value is the value at that point, at that location. Okay, value of pointer is the address. Okay, so value at this address. Okay, you'll get the value at this address stored within the pointer. Okay, so asterisk p is indirectly you are accessing a value at a address location. Okay, so asterisk p gives us the value of pointer variable, and p gives us the value of pointer variable. Okay, or we can also call it as value of the address location stored within the pointer. Okay, value of address stored within the pointer variable. Okay, so that there is a difference in p and asterisk p. Okay, next, a sample of a pointer, just an example. Okay. Next, reference parameters. This is the concept of, actually we can call it as pass by reference and pass by value. Okay, there we will get the basic difference of pointers in the functions. Okay, here the example is not properly given. Okay, we'll see the another example for this pass by reference. Okay, that I will give you with the program, the using program. I will see the example for this. Okay, next we'll go for the next concept. Here the just some printf statements which shows the output of the your pointer variable accessing. Okay, we are accessing a pointer variable in different types. Okay, so that it shows us what are the values are generated with that printf statements. So assume that there is a values, there is a two variables. One is a pointer variable and another one is a x variable. X is assigned with a value 5. Now the p pointer is pointing to the x variable. Okay, the p pointer is pointing to the x variable. Okay, so here it is the p variable and this is the x variable. P is pointing to the x variable. X variable has a value is 5. So assume that it's 100, its address is 500, and this is the address which is stored within the pointer variable 500. Okay, and assume that p variable is stored at an address of 100. Okay, pointer variable is stored at the address of 100. Okay, now we'll see output of these variables. Okay, the value of x is the value stored within the x, that is the 5. Okay, next the ampersand x, that is address of the x variable. That is address of x variable. Here we have assumed it as 500 and it is 2000. Okay, leave it. And next the p value. Okay, here we are using p individually without giving an asterisk operator, so that it gives us the value stored within the p variable. So value stored in the p variable is x variable address. So I'll get the same 2000. Next, you are taking the x variable value using the p variable. asterisk p. Asterisk p is the value of p pointer. Okay, value of p is 500 and its value is 5. So I'll get the 5. Okay, so you are accessing the x variable using the pointer is here, and here it is directly accessing the x variable value. Next, the address, the value of x is, okay, you can also take the value of x like this also. Okay, it's given as asterisk ampersand x. That is, you want to get the value at the address of the x variable. Okay, here ampersand x is, it gives the address of the x variable and the value at this address, okay, which is get by the asterisk operator. Okay, it gets a value at the given address. So x address. So the value is 5. Like this also we can use the pointer variables. That is, even without writing a pointer variable also we can use the asterisk operator to indirectly access the value at the address location. Okay, so not only like this, you can also write it with a number also. Say for example asterisk of 100. Okay, it gives a 100 location value. Okay, because it treats this 100 as an address. So that asterisk 100 is, it gives us the value at the 100 location. Okay, so whatever the garbage value that is there in the 100 location, it gives that. Okay, so these are the different ways to use the normal variable and pointer variable to get the value and address. Okay, next. Okay, this is also the concept with the functions. Okay, they'll see later this. Next, we will see how to use these pointers in the different ways. Okay. This is the concept of pointers to pointers. Okay. That is, say for example, I have a one pointer variable. This is a one pointer variable. Okay, I have created another pointer to point out this one. Okay, say assume that there is another variable I have created. Okay, this is also a pointer variable which points to the another pointer. Okay, so that is, you whenever you want to create a pointer variable which points to the another pointer, then you need to be create that variable as a pointer to pointer. Okay, so you need to give the two asterisk operators to specify the a pointer to pointer variable. Okay, that is, one asterisk operator is, it can point to the one memory location, but whenever you are pointing to the another pointer, then you need to specify it as two asterisk symbols, okay, which is a pointer variable which points to the another pointer variable. Okay, so this is a variable which points to the another pointer variable. Okay, so the meaning of this, actually, while the declaration will use the two asterisk operators, and at the same time while accessing the variable also we need to use the two asterisk symbols for this. Okay, say this is the x and it has the value 10. Okay, and its address is, say for example 100, that is stored within the p pointer, and p is pointed by the q. So assume that its address is 200, and this is stored by our q pointer. Okay, now whenever you want to access the x variable value using the q pointer, then you need to mention the two asterisk symbols and q. So if I'm assigning a value of 20, okay, then it takes the asterisk of q. Okay, so asterisk of q. So q value is, it's a 200. Okay, q value is 200. Asterisk of 200 is the value at the 200 location. So the value at the 200 location is 100. So asterisk of 100 is the value at the 100 location. So the value at the 100 location is 10. Okay, that is x variable. Okay, this is x variable. Okay, value, the location, 100th location variable is x. So for that you are assigning the value 20. So it assigns the value 20 at the address 100. Okay. So asterisk q is, okay, this is a pointer variable to the another pointer. Okay, just like say for example I am pointing to the some person. Okay, say for example assume that somebody asked me some about some address. Okay, then ఒక address గురించి కానీ ఒక person గురించి కానీ అడిగారు. But actually I don't know about that particular person, but I know the person, I know some person who knows that actual person. Okay, I know the some person who knows the required person or actual person. Then what I do is, okay, I will inform the person who is inquiring me. Okay, I will be informed that, okay, some X person knows the your required person. Okay, then the person goes to the X, okay, and asks about the his required person. Then he can direct or he can show the actual person. Okay, just like here I am the Q. Okay, I am pointing to the a person as a P. Okay, who knows the actual person, that is the X. Okay, so whenever you are not able to access directly the value, then you can access a pointer which can access the actual variable. Okay, so this is for pointer to pointer. Okay, like this we can create the n number of pointers. Okay, we can link the n number of pointers like this. Okay, just we can increase the asterisk operators and it creates a pointer to pointer to pointer to pointer to pointer. Okay, like this we can have a n levels of the pointers. Okay, so pointer to pointer is nothing but to point to the another pointer variable. Okay, this is like this. Okay, this is a one pointer variable, this is another pointer variable, this is the actual variable. Actual variable is pointed by the first pointer variable, and this first pointer is pointed by the second pointer variable. Okay, next, pointer types. Okay, pointers types is nothing but pointer data type, or we can say it as pointer size and pointer data type. Okay, both pointer type and pointer size. Okay, so as we discussed in the previous class that pointer has a same size irrespective of a data type of the pointer. So pointer has the same size, okay, irrespective of the data type of the pointer, because the each and every pointer purpose is to hold the address. Okay, so whatever may be the data type of variable it is, it has the address of 2 bytes or 4 bytes unique number. Okay, is it may be a float variable or maybe a double variable or maybe a long int or maybe a small int or maybe a character or maybe any other data type of a variable. Is it maybe a structure? Okay, whatever may be the data type of a variable it is, union or a structure or something else. Okay, but all that variables will have an address of 2 bytes or 4 byte address. Okay, just remember it as 2 byte size. 2 byte size of a address is there. Okay, so that we have the pointer variables is also of same 2 bytes of a memory space. Okay, but we cannot assign the one type of a variable address to the another type. Okay, generally some old C language versions will not give the any error for this error or warning for one type of address to the another type, but at present whatever the versions we are using, in that you will get the error. Okay, you cannot assign a one integer variable address to a float variable even the two addresses are of a same size, but treating that variable address is the different. Okay, because whenever you are creating a pointer variable as a float, okay, what it think is it can point to a float variable. It will be think that this pointer variable will think that it is pointing to a some float variable. Okay, it's a float variable is nothing but it has a 4 bytes of a memory space. So whenever you are getting the value or whenever you are storing the value, then it will be treat that it is it can store the value into the 4 bytes and it can read the value from the 4 bytes. But whenever you are actually assigning the address, say if you are assigning a 2-byte location, that is an integer address. Okay, but it is trying to access the 4 bytes, but you have stored the address of the 2-byte variable. Okay, then it makes a difficult to the pointer to access the value. Okay, okay, so that there is a restriction is to specify the address of a variable to the pointer variable of same data type. Okay, otherwise we need to do the typecasting. Typecast cheyali. Okay, so whenever you are created a float pointer variable with a one particular data type, okay, it will be fixed to access that type of a variables. So ఆ టైప్ వేరియబుల్స్నే యాక్సెస్ చేయడానికి అది ప్రిపేర్డ్గా ఉంటుంది. బట్ మీరు వేరే డేటా టైప్ వేరియబుల్ తీసుకొచ్చి దాంట్లో ప్లేస్ చేస్తే, అడ్రస్ ప్లేస్ చేస్తే, okay, then it will be confused how to access how to work with that particular variable. Okay, so whenever you typecast it, okay, then it will understands that, okay, my data type is float. Okay, my pointer variable data type is float, but I have got the address of the int variable, so I need to be changed to work according to that int variable. Okay, that will be internally it will do the changes and it will try to access the int variable. Okay, this is just like a real life thing. Okay, say for example, you have some 4 items box is there. Okay, so that how you prepared is 4 items box అంటే 4 items నేను తీసుకుంటాను, అంటే నేను ఒక షాప్కి వెళ్తున్నాను, సో అక్కడ నాకు సంథింగ్ some person has to give me the 4 items. Okay, so I have taken a bag to get that 4 items, so I have taken a large carry bag, okay, to accommodate that 4 items. Okay, but whenever I reach to there, okay, there are no 4 items, there is only 2 small items. Okay, what I feel is, okay, how I can carry these 2 items into my this business large big carry bag. Okay, I will not mentally fixed for that. But before to that, say if the person called me and said that we don't have 4 items, you have only 2 items, so you need to take the 2 items. Even my carry bag is big, but I have mentally prepared to take only 2 items. Okay, సో అంటే నేను రెడీ అయ్యి స్టార్ట్ అయ్యాను, బట్ మీన్ వైల్ వాళ్ళు ఫోన్ చేసి నాకు ఓకే 4 ఐటమ్స్ లేవు, మా దగ్గర 2 ఐటమ్సే ఉన్నాయి అన్నారు. సో మీన్ వైల్ ఐ విల్ బి ప్రిపేర్డ్ మెంటల్లీ ఫర్ టు టేక్ ద 2 ఐటమ్స్. Okay, I want to handle it according to the 2 items. Okay, that is similar to this. Okay, so whenever you are creating a variable for one data type, you can store the address of the same data type into that variable. Okay, so it gives a warning, it's not actually error message, you'll get only warning message. Okay, it shows that the warning as the pointer type is different and you are storing a different data type of a variable address. Okay, it shows that warning message like that. But whenever you are going to the any advanced languages, okay, there it doesn't allow you to give the different data type address. Okay, it gives an error. Okay, Java gaani alanti languages aithe error వచ్చేస్తుంది మనకి, C language లో warning వరకే వస్తుంది. Okay, okay, next. Okay, next we will see a topic of L value, R value. Can anybody say what is the L value and what is the R value if I am giving a expression like this? A equals to 10. Okay, what is the L value here and what is the R value? What is the L value and what is the R value here? A equals to 10.
10 R value.
10 is the R value. L value? L value is?
A.
A. Okay. In brief, that is in detail, you can say that L value is a memory location, R value is a constant. Or we can also say that R value is a data, L value is a location or memory location. Okay. So whenever you are giving any expression or any statement, the each and every statement will have the L value and will have a R value. Okay, in a programming languages, not only in the programming languages, even if you are writing a mathematics, okay, mathematical expressions ఏవైనా రాస్తున్నా కూడా మీరు left side you will be given name, okay, which can hold the value or which can store the value, and right side we will give the expression which can evaluate and which can generate a value. సో రైట్ సైడ్ ఇచ్చేది మనం జనరల్గా ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ కానీ అదర్వైజ్ ఏదైనా వాల్యూ కానీ ఇస్తాం. ఓకే, సో దట్ ఇట్ కెన్ జనరేట్ ద సమ్ వాల్యూ ఆర్ ఇట్ కెన్ గివ్ ద వాల్యూ, okay, which is to be holded or which is to be stored by the left side location. Okay, so the L value is nothing but it's a location and R value is a data or a value, okay, or a constant. Okay, సో అంటే కాన్స్టెంట్ జనరేట్ చేసే ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ అవ్వచ్చు, కాన్స్టెంట్ అవ్వచ్చు, అదర్వైజ్ ఎనీ ఫంక్షన్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఓకే, విచ్ కెన్ జనరేట్ ద సమ్ వాల్యూ, విచ్ కెన్ రిటర్న్ ద సమ్ వాల్యూ. ఓకే, సో రైట్ సైడ్ ఉండేది ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఏంటంటే అది ఏ స్టేట్మెంట్ అయినా ఇట్ విల్ జనరేట్ ద సమ్ వాల్యూ. ఓకే, ఇట్ మే బి ఏ ఫంక్షన్ ఆర్ ఇట్ మే బి ఏ వాల్యూ ఆర్ ఇట్ మే బి ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ విచ్ జనరేట్స్ ద సమ్ వాల్యూ. ఓకే, ఫైనల్ రిజల్ట్ ఇస్ వాల్యూ. ఓకే, but here in the left side you have the memory location, that is the value at the left side is location, value at the left side is location. Okay, that is in which place you want to store this right side value. Okay, the place to store the right side value is the left value. Okay, so L value is refers to the memory location, which identifies an variable. Actually it's not object, it's a variable. Okay, L value may be either left or right hand side of the assignment operator, often represents an identifier. Identifier is nothing but it's a variable. Okay, any name. Okay, you need to give some memory location name, okay, so that it can store the value. Here it is the left hand or right hand. L value at the left hand or right hand is it's not actually allowed within the C language. C language lo manaki left hand lone undali, right hand lo mana variable ippam ante ila ippam 10 equals to a ani ila ippam. Okay, but it is allowed within the Python. Python lo allow chestundi and it is also allowed in R language. R language లో కూడా మీకు ఇలా ఇవ్వడానికి అలౌ చేస్తుంది. సో యూ కెన్ గివ్ ద 10 టు ద లెఫ్ట్ అండ్ ఏ టు ద రైట్, బట్ ఈవెన్ యూ ఆర్ గివింగ్ లైక్ దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ లెఫ్ట్ అండ్ దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ రైట్. ఓకే, ఇది రైట్ సైడ్ ఉంది కదా ఏ అని చెప్పి దీన్ని రైట్ వాల్యూ అన్నాం. ఓకే, ద లొకేషన్ ఈజ్ ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ యూ విల్ బి కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎల్ వాల్యూ. Value or a constant or a data or a expression is called as R value. Even it is in the left side, it is called as R value. Okay, remember that. Okay, this is only allowed in the some languages. Okay, it's not allowed in all the languages. Okay, C language lo especially asla allow cheyadu 10 equals to a ani ivvadam anedi jaragadu. Okay, so R value is nothing but it refers to the data. Okay, which will be stored in the some location. The location is the left side value. Okay, and this will be at the right side of the assignment operator. Okay. Okay, ఇక్కడ C language లో మాత్రం మనకి రైట్ సైడే ఉండాలి, బట్ ఇట్ నాట్ బి ఆన్ ద లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్, బట్ ఇట్స్ ఇన్ ద allowed in the R. Okay. Okay, whenever you are writing about the L value and R value, first you need to write about what is mean by the L value. Okay, that is L value is a memory location or a variable or any identifier which can store the value. Okay, is the L value, and R value is the data, okay, which is generated by an expression or by a function call. Okay, this value is assigned to the left side memory location, that is L value location is assigned with the value R value. Okay, so the L value is at the left of the assignment operator and R value is at the right of the assignment operator. Okay, then you need to give the example. Okay, L value ki oka just oka expression rasi dintlo L value edi R value edi anedi rayali. Okay, okay, this is the L value, a variable location. Okay, whenever you are writing for the R value, you need to specify that. Okay, a plus b is the R value which gives the addition result. Okay. Okay, this is a small concept, L value and R value. Generally, you will get a one error whenever you are working with the these expressions and arrays and something. Okay, you will get a error as L value required. Can anybody observe this error? L value required అనే ఎర్రర్ మీరు అరేస్ యూజ్ చేసేటప్పుడు వస్తుంది. అరేస్ కంటే ఎస్పెషల్లీ స్ట్రింగ్స్, అరేస్లో కూడా వస్తుంది, స్ట్రింగ్స్లో కూడా అప్పుడప్పుడు మీకు ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది. ఎల్ వాల్యూ రిక్వైర్డ్ అనే ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది. కెన్ ఎనీబడీ సే? ఎల్ వాల్యూ రిక్వైర్డ్ అనే ఎర్రర్ ఎప్పుడైనా చూసారా? చూడలేదా?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
This is in the case of this character S array. Say for example, S is of a size 10. Okay, now I am giving a S equals to hello message. Okay, in this case I will get the error is L value required. Why I am getting a L value required? For this I will get the L value required error. Why?
Ma'am, because S is internal pointer.
S is internal
Pointer.
ఇంటర్నల్ పాయింటర్ కాదు. అంటే ఇక్కడ అసలు ఎస్ అనేది పాయింటర్ కాదుగా, అరేగా.
Yes.
It stores the base address, no, sir.
It's a concept. It's good. Okay, S is a name of the group of memory locations. Okay, why? Because in the arrays, okay, we have the name of the array is only a group name for the values, but it doesn't has any physical memory location for the S. Okay, so whenever you are using the S, then it gives the starting memory location of the values. So it gives us the H value memory location. Okay, it gives a H value memory location. Okay, so I assume that, say for example, hello is stored at the starting with the 100 location. So whenever you are using the S, okay, it gives us the 100. Okay, actually S anedi it's not a variable, it's only a group name, so that whenever you are using the S name at any particular place, okay, then it gives the first memory location address. సో అది ఏదైతే గ్రూప్ని రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తుందో ఆ గ్రూప్లో ఉన్న ఫస్ట్ మెమరీ లొకేషన్ అడ్రస్ని ఇస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో whenever you are accessing like this 100 equals to hello. Okay, hello string is also gives us the first location address. అంటే h address ఇస్తుంది ఇది కూడా. సో సేమ్ 100. Okay, so I'll get the 100 equals to 100. You cannot store a value to another value. సో ఒక వాల్యూని మనం ఇంకొక వాల్యూలో స్టోర్ చేయలేము. సో you have a condition is L value must be a memory location. L value must be a memory location. Okay, it's not mean that you cannot give directly the memory location number. సో అంటే మీరు అలా కూడా అనుకోవచ్చు 100 అనేది మెమరీ లొకేషన్ నంబరే కదా, 100 ఈక్వల్స్ టు 100 అని ఇస్తే అది మెమరీ లొకేషనే కదా, తీసుకోవాలి కదా అనుకుంటాం. ఓకే, బట్ ఇట్స్ నాట్. అంటే 100 అనేది ఇక్కడ వన్స్ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ అయిన తర్వాత అది మెమరీ లొకేషన్ అవ్వదు, వాల్యూ అవుతుంది. సో ఏదైనా ఒక అడ్రస్ కానీ ఏదైనా సరే అది వన్స్ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ అయ్యింది అంటే ఇట్స్ ట్రీటెడ్ యాజ్ ఎ వాల్యూ, నాట్ యాజ్ ఎ అడ్రస్. ఓకే, సో దట్ 100 ఇక్కడ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ అవ్వగానే అది వాల్యూ అయిపోతుంది. సో 100 ఈక్వల్స్ టు 100 అంటే అది వాల్యూ కిందే ట్రీట్ అవుతుంది. సో యూ కెనాట్ స్టోర్ ఏ వన్ కాన్స్టెంట్ ఇన్ టు ద అనదర్ కాన్స్టెంట్. ఓకే, సో దట్ ఇట్ గివ్స్ అ L value required error. That is only in the case of strings or arrays. సో అరేస్ అంటే నార్మల్ న్యూమరిక్ అరేస్ అయినా సరే మీరు డైరెక్ట్గా మల్టిపుల్ వాల్యూస్ని మనం డిక్లరేషన్ టైంలో అసైన్ చేయొచ్చు. బట్ వన్స్ ఆఫ్టర్ డిక్లేరింగ్ ద వేరియబుల్ వీ కెనాట్ అసైన్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ద వాల్యూ టు ద అరే. Okay, next we will go for the casting the pointers. This is the type casting the pointers. Previously we have seen types of pointer types. Okay, where we are saying that the error will get a warning message whenever you are trying to store the one data type address into the another data type pointer. Okay, to avoid that warning message you can give the type casting. Okay, you can specify the within the brackets you can mention the float asterisk. Okay, that is you want to convert this v address, the integer variable address, as a pointer, as a float pointer address. Okay, you are just converting the address into the float pointer address, but you are not converting the value. Okay, v లో ఉన్న వాల్యూ కన్వర్ట్ చేయట్లేదు మీరు, ఆ v వేరియబుల్ అడ్రస్ ని పాయింటర్ ఫ్లోట్ పాయింటర్ అడ్రస్ గా కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఓకే, so the p variable is also treats that whatever the address which is stored in the p variable, that will be treated as a pointer, a float pointer address. Float pointer address ga treat avutundi adi. Okay, so ఇది కూడా మనం ఎక్కువగా డైనమిక్ మెమరీ అలొకేషన్స్ చేసేటప్పుడు టైప్ కాస్టింగ్ చేస్తుంటాం. ఓకే, this the type casting is for the address, not for the value. Okay, అదొక్కటి మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. అంటే టైప్ కాస్టింగ్ విత్ ద పాయింటర్స్ ఇస్ ఇట్ టైప్ కాస్ట్ ద అడ్రస్ బట్ ఇట్ డజంట్ టైప్ కాస్ట్ ద వాల్యూ. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ మనం టైప్ కాస్టింగ్ అనేది అడ్రస్కే చేస్తున్నాం, వాల్యూకి చేయట్లేదు. నెక్స్ట్, ఓకే, ఇట్స్ అ void pointer. Actually the void data type we have in the language, but we don't use this variable, this data type for declaration of the any variables, but only in the pointers we will use the void data type is also to declare the variables. Okay, why? Because even it doesn't store the value but it can point to the some address. సో ఎందుకంటే ఒక డేటా టైప్ ఇది కూడా, సో ఈ డేటా టైప్లో మనం వాల్యూ ఏం స్టోర్ చేయలేకపోవచ్చు, బట్ we can create a pointer variable to point to the some address. Okay, we can create a variable and which can point to the some address. And here we require the void pointers in the pointers concept whenever we want to point to the any type of address. Okay, generally whenever you are creating the pointers, if you created the float pointer, it can point to the float variable. If it is an integer pointer, it can point to the int variable. If it is a character pointer, it can point to the character variable. But if you are created the void pointer, it can point to the any data type of a variable address. It can store the any type of a variable address. For that, we can create the void pointers. Whenever we require the any pointer variable which can point to the any type of address, then we can create the void pointers. Okay, void pointer variable, we can store the integer variable address. So it can point to the integer variable address. Because the void pointer, it doesn't has its own data type. అంటే ఇది ఒక డేటా టైప్ కి ఫిక్స్ అవ్వదు. అంటే దానికి అసలు ఏ డేటా టైప్ అనేది void కి ఏం తెలియదు. Okay, so that you can store the whatever the address you required, you can store into that pointer. So that based on the whatever the address you are storing into that, it will be considered that pointer as that particular data type, and it can point to that particular location. Okay, for these cases we can use the void pointers. Okay, we can also generally call them as general pointers. Okay, so the void pointer is required whenever you want to point to the any data type of a variable. Okay, then we can use the void pointers. Okay, generally some maximum library functions, it returns the void pointers. Okay, because they don't know that in which variable you will be store the data. అంటే మీరు ఏ వేరియబుల్లో రిటర్న్ అయిన వాల్యూ మీరు స్టోర్ చేస్తారు అనేది తెలియదు కాబట్టి వాయిడ్ పాయింటర్గా రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో దట్ యూ కెన్ స్టోర్ ఇన్ టు ద ఎనీ టైప్ ఆఫ్ వేరియబుల్. సో ఏ వేరియబుల్లోకైనా మీరు దాన్ని స్టోర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, లేదా ఏ వేరియబుల్ అడ్రస్ అయినా మీరు ఆ ఫంక్షన్కి పాస్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, సో ఫర్ దట్ వీ కెన్ యూజ్ ద void pointers. Next, pointer arithmetic in the C language. This we will see in the next class. Pointer arithmetic, and we'll also see the pass by reference and pass by value in the next class. Pointer arithmetic and passing the pointers to the functions. Okay, and based on the time consideration, we'll go for the arrays, pointer as an array. Okay, we will see how to use the pointer as an array. Okay, is there any doubts in the today's class? ఈ రోజు క్లాస్ లో ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay, then we will stop the class by now.
Ma'am,
Yes.
hello.
చెప్పమ్మా.
Ma'am, can you post the videos in YouTube, ma'am? YouTube channel. On
పోస్ట్
pointers.
చేస్తున్నాను.
Thanks, ma'am.
Same
ఛానల్
channel.
ఏంటి మ్యామ్?
మా
పేరు మ్యామ్, ఛానల్ పేరు.
ఛానల్ పేరు లక్ష్మీ ప్రవీణ అసిస్టెంట్ ప్రొఫెసర్ VVIT అని ఉంటుందమ్మా.
Pointers మీద పెట్టారా మ్యామ్?
పాయింటర్స్ కూడా దాంట్లోనే ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఇవి ఇప్పుడు డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నవే దాంట్లో పెడుతున్నాను. యాక్చువల్గా ప్రీవియస్ పాతవి లేవు, ఎందుకంటే పాతవి PSPC డిస్కస్ చేసినప్పుడు పాయింటర్స్ చేయలేదు. పాయింటర్స్ నేను చేయలేదు, అందుకని పాయింటర్స్ వీడియోస్ లేవు మీకు దాంట్లో. సో ఇప్పుడు మీ క్లాస్లో డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్న వీడియోస్ నేను పోస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఓకే.